Have you ever been having a good day, a really good day, or you've just achieved something and you've been very excited about it and you were happy, but then you get a phone call and everything changes and it seems like your whole day is ruined? Well, that's what happened to me today. I received a phone call. I had a happier instance, a milestone with my own business, which was very happy, and that really made me smile and made me feel good and positive. And then I had a phone call um, when I found out that my uncle has stage 4 cancer and it's spread throughout his whole body. And he's my uncle on my father's side. So my father's brother and one of my closest uncles. And so the diagnosis was stage 4 and it spread all over his body and he doesn't have long to live. So although I'm aware in the spiritual terms that nobody ever really dies and that we are just we don't die, we can continue on. There's the reincarnation and things like this, or there's turning into a spirit person, a spirit guide, and things like this, or angels and stuff. But it still doesn't take away the fact that it's very hard to deal with. At first, when I found out earlier on, it's now after 11 now, almost midnight here in England. But at first, when I found out, when my father told me, I was in denial. First thing I did was try to find a quick solution. Also try to deny the diagnosis and things like this, and then it wasn't until about 45 minutes ago it just hit me, and I burst into tears, which is just natural. So although I'm coming into my spiritual awakening, I still feel the human emotions of what happens when you find out that your loved one has stage 4 cancer and it's spread throughout his whole body and he's going to die soon. So I'm just trying to. It just hit me and I burst into tears, and I was in shock, and I just had to burst out crying because he's one of my favorite uncles. He's been through so much hell already in his life. He's got children as well. They're supportive, which is my cousins as well, and they've gone through a lot as well throughout their life as well. And it's like how much more can a family take? How much more problems can people take in life? It's just it's horrible, and I'm just trying to figure out ways of how I can support the family and how I can help my uncle and help him to remain in positive spirits. And I've been praying and asking Archangel Michael for support and comfort for the family, especially to them directly, my uncle, my cousins, his children, the grandchildren, and everything like that, and my father, all the brothers and his brothers and sisters, the siblings, everybody, because he's the third youngest. So you expect like the older generation, the older ones, to pass away first, but he's the third youngest child of my grandparents. So my father's second brother, or not second brother, but the third brother after him, second brother after him, kind of thing. And this is more stress that we don't need as a family. We've already had so much tragedies, as everybody can, throughout their life, and it's just horrible. We have a family member that went missing 28 years ago, which is one of my dad's brothers. My dad's brother, second to him. So my dad's the youngest, but there was another brother, and he just went missing after my grandmother died, 2 months after I was born. So that was 28 years ago. So again, we've had that family trauma of. In England, there's something called the Big Issue magazine, that is usually distributed. I think you have to pay £1 people who are homeless, people who have gone missing. Things like this usually end up in this magazine that's usually distributed by homeless volunteers in England. And so my uncle was featured in that about 15, 16 years ago. And he was found. He was found. But now he's disappeared again and nobody knows where he is. So the whole family has been dealing with, where is our missing brother? Where is my missing uncle? Because when I say brother, I mean from my uncles and aunties' perspective. They've had the stress of that. They were all made orphans at quite young ages. So the family's just gone through so much on my dad's side. My mother's side went through a lot too, but that's something I'll go into another time. But at the moment, I'm just documenting the fact that the reaction after I found out that my uncle, one of my favourite uncles, has got stage 4 cancer and it's spread throughout all of his body. Now, I've just gotten through texting my uncle and telling him all these different hints, tips and tricks that can help him to cope with the symptoms and things like this. But I think it seems like he may have given up already. He may have given up already within himself. He actually didn't get back to me, so I'm guessing he's sleeping. I've just got like a little bit of insomnia. And before that I was peckish, so I went and did the naughty thing by ordering a pizza when I shouldn't. I should have had like fruits and vegetables, and which I don't even have that in the house at the moment. So I just was like, after I found out the diagnosis, I just became weak. My anxiety came back, the panic, the anxiety, and then I just felt weak and I just needed to grab something quickly to eat. So I just ordered in, got a pizza delivered, and then I just kind of I just finished eating that, and then before that I began actually drawing this stage 4. I haven't done the G properly, but never mind, that's not the problem. The problem is my head is spinning, so much going on right now. A lot going on with the family on my dad's side. I can't imagine what they're going through. Well, they just didn't need this. It's just, when it's just, we all go through something, and this is why I'm documenting this, because somebody out there is going through the same thing, a family diagnosis of a terminal illness, and you're scrambling around in your mind trying to figure out a solution. The Cancerian in me is trying to figure out a solution right now about how I can support my uncle directly, support my cousins, support all my uncles and aunties, my cousins through this. I just want to fix the problem. And so that's why I reached for my phone and decided to send him a text with different suggestions, hints, tips and tricks. But I just think, I don't know. But positive thoughts, please. If anybody out there, and please can you pray for me and the family, please? We need you. We need some help. We need some good vibes, good positive thoughts. Like I said, I've called on Archangel Michael. I prayed to God, and I actually enlisted my ancestors, my own mother who died in 2014, my grandmother who died last year, and actually my uncle's parents, who they died as well. So I enlisted their support as well to just help my uncle to feel comfortable if he's going to go, if it's his time to leave this earth on a physical level. Please allow for him to be taken care of and be supported by his deceased parents, who are now in spirit form themselves, unless they are reincarnated in somebody else. But what I think and what I've prayed for and what I hope is that his mum and dad, who have passed away, they can provide some sort of comfort to him through this time, or just give us all the strength to look after him because he needs us right now. He's such a loving person, and he's been through so much hell. Have you ever met somebody who just seems like to carry a lot of darkness within them? Or not darkness, but just a lot of weight on their shoulder, just a lot of stress and heavy burden. And they just walk around with it all day, and you can just tell that they just need to put this bag down, but they don't for some reason. That you can just tell. They might come across as trying to be, yeah, yeah, I'm fine, I'm okay, yeah. But really, you can tell by that person's demeanor that they're carrying a heavy bag that they just need to put down. And that's what Uncle's been like, because he's been through a lot of problems that I don't even know about. And so this is the last thing that he needs. So I just pray, and I just hope that anybody else out there going through the same thing, a diagnosis of terminal cancer, let's keep fighting on, eh? We can do this. We can get through this. We're going to get through this. Love you all. Take care. Bye bye.